This poem is a proclamation and a decree to all of those that felt like your ground has dried up and your enemy is telling you that it's over. I've come to tell you that restoration has come. The word of the Lord is saying in Isaiah 54, 1 through 3, "Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith thy Lord. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitation. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thine state. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited." My poem is called Fertile Ground. What is this that I've found? It came up out of that barren, desolate, dry ground. Do you mean that ground that's been overgrown and full of tumbleweed? That ground that looks like it's void of any good seed? How can this be? It looked so barren and dry. People would wag their heads as they walked by. These are the words that they would say when they passed that same ground just the other day. Do you see that field over there? That ground that looks desolate, overgrown and bare? It has weeds everywhere. Then they would just stop and just stare. But what they didn't know, that after the brutal winds and the cold winter's snow, there were good seeds buried deep below. The brutal cold winds helped to distribute seed around, and the freezing cold snow preserved the seed deep in the ground. They sat there quiet, sound, and still. They fought past the brutal winter's cold chill. When spring finally came, the seeds began to thaw, and you wouldn't believe what I saw. It was so profound. It grew as a root out of a dry ground. I saw a field of every beautiful flower that you could find. Each seed produced flowers of its own kind. And in the middle of the field, the S-O-N did shine, fluorescent and bright, illuminating and reflecting the most extraordinary and incredible sight. No one would have ever known that this was a place where all of those weeds had grown. The flowers came up without making a sound. This supernatural event would astound everyone around, because no one had any idea that this field was fertile ground.